it takes to navigate life's twists and turns. Tonight, she brings her voice, her journey, and her legacy. Welcome to the Left Lane, bro.
That was good. Yes.
welcome.
Oh,
All right. How are y'all doing today?
Doing all right, Got a little riding in today.
hey, Herc. I'm good. I'm good. I'm excited to be up here with you, gentlemen.
Cool.
All right, so I gotta ask you because you've been out here ground pounding, fixing your bike. I think you might be a better mechanic than me sometimes. I ain't gonna hold you because man, I think I'd have had like issues. Cut off could contest to that.
Right.
But what does it feel? How does it feel for you knowing that someone who's accomplishing so much can also be such a big, have such an impact on those that are around you, even the YouTubers that you may look up to, because I'm pretty sure they look up to you as well, you know. So how does that make you feel being in the presence of those other big name YouTubers?
Great. I literally just dropped a video where I talked about how I felt being around all of the YouTube content creators, and like these are people that I look up to. So when people are like, "You inspired me to do this," or "You inspired me to get this," and I'm just like, "What? Me?" Like I literally just started my YouTube channel just so I could like document my growth as a writer. Literally, that was the whole purpose of it. So I could look back and be like, "Oh, dang, I did that then," and then people just started looking and following. So it's cool being like with other writers. I actually look at them as YouTubers because we do the same thing. It's like I look at them as my big brothers, my big sisters, my little brothers, my little sisters, and we're like I just vibe off of their energy. So I don't know, it feels good. It feels like I'm amongst giants. Like
Right.
it feels like
I thought everybody was your cousin. I
they
seen your
can
video.
they are
Everybody.
my family. I love them. They my family. Like all we had to do was meet, and it was locked in. It was it.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah.
So, what inspired you to start writing? How's your journey begin?
So I really honestly don't even really have an inspiration for writing. It wasn't like I was looking at people. I do have my uncle. My uncle, he rode a Vaquero, and I mean, that thing was souped up. It was so nice. And then he ended up getting a Harley. But I watched him, and then I had a cousin, a female cousin, rode a sports bike, but it was never where I was like, oh, I want to do what you guys do. It was just they were in the family. So one day I was just like, I want a birthday present, and I went and bought myself a motorcycle. I didn't even have my license. I got my license the next month,
Mhm.
and I was just like, I want to get one. So my first bike was a 650 Kawasaki,
Right on.
and it's been up from there.
That sounds about like the story I told. So I made a comment about not having a motorcycle. Maybe people thought I meant I didn't have a motorcycle license when I said I didn't have a license when I started riding, but I actually didn't have a license at all. I had just got out of the Marine Corps, and like some people, you have ups and downs, and alcoholism might have been a crutch that I used, and
Mm.
so unfortunately, having 3 DUIs within the same month in 2 different states. It, luckily, maybe lucky for me, the law enforcement wasn't good at passing on information. So I had a good lawyer and things got taken care of. But I remember riding when I left North Carolina and came to Alabama. I bought a Kawasaki Vulcan from a Vietnam vet, and one of the first groups of individuals I hung out with were U.S. military vets motorcycle club, and I rode in the middle of the pack, nothing on, just me and this little Kawasaki Vulcan. There was 4 guys in front of me, 2 guys behind me. We rode all the way from on I-65 from basically Montgomery. We took 231 up, got on I-65, took it all the way to North Alabama, and rode back. And you would have thought I was a king, man. You couldn't have told me shit. I thought I was the best thing since sliced bread. that's the that's the truth. So them old Kawasaki's are cool. They're cool.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
real
I came from
smooth.
sport bikes. So you know, this is actually my very first Harley, and I would say it's a big difference. I would say as far as like the weight and everything, but I am loving it. Love being part of the whole Harley family. I wouldn't change it for the world, to be honest. That's just
Yeah,
my opinion.
I've never been on a sport bike. I've never ridden a sport bike. I sat on my sister's sport bike one time for 10 minutes. And I said, this ain't for me. It felt like a toy.
I'm telling you, man.
I mean,
I know what they're scared. They scared me. I don't want to be on one. They're a little terrifying. I'd be cool enough to say that.
I mean, when you like think about it, I would say a lot of people start off with sport bikes because you're young and you just want to go fast, you know, and they're fun. I'm not gonna lie, they're very fun. But as time went on, nah, my back wasn't having it. Sorry, I'm getting up there.
I think a lot of cats started off on like dirt bikes around where I was at. When I went to school, so I didn't ride bikes when I was in school. I didn't ride until I got out of the Marine Corps. But I knew guys that went to school, like went to high school riding bikes and shit like that. That wasn't my cup of tea, man.
Oh, somebody asked where am I headed next? Hey, K-Man. Honestly, I don't know. I just pick up and go. I really do. I just be going.
So can you share your experience completing the Iron Butt Challenge and what motivated you to take it?
Yeah, so that's actually not my first Iron Butt. I did my first Iron Butt a few years ago with my sisters, and that was on video too. When we went to Key West to the mile marker. But the reason why I did the ride around Virginia is because for like the past year, I had been feeling anxious on the bike. And like, it was to the point where I would plan trips and then I wouldn't go, which wasn't like me. Like I'd find any reason not to go. And then of course you get those jitters before you get on the bike. Every time I get on the bike, I get jitters and I always say a prayer, but it's like, it was different. And I couldn't shake it. So I was just like, let me just do something that is going to just knock it out. I can just get over it. And if it's still bad after this, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I did the ride and I feel so much better. Now I'm like, where's the next place? And where's the next place? Now I'm trying to get past Oklahoma. I haven't made it past Oklahoma. I want to get to the West. Can't get there. But as far as the ride itself, it was very hard. And I think what made it difficult was the fact that we were on, I was on back roads. Like the highway is easy. Iron Butt on the highway is easy. I told my sister this the other day. Easy cheesy. You want a straight highway, you can do it in 14, 16, 17, 18 hours easy. Yeah. But being on a back road and you're in the curves, it's hot, it's humid, you don't have as many stopping points. It's just a whole different ball game. So you really, if you're preparing yourself for an Iron Butt, just like think about the roads that you're going to be traveling, because it'll really make a difference in your route.
Mm-hmm. So, did you take anything specifically, like any type of gear that you would suggest to women riders that are going to do the 1,000 miles?
I recommend a cooler. I ride with a cooler. I strap it down with rock straps on the back.
Cold beer.
So if I need to stop at a rest stop, you know, I'm riding, I'm feeling dehydrated, I'm feeling I pull over at a rest stop. It doesn't have to be a gas station. So you have it with you, your snacks, your electrolytes, and electrolytes. When I feel like I'm rambling, I'm sorry. But I went to, when I was an early rider, I rode to the waterfalls up near DC. And I had on it was 98 degrees that day. I had on a thermal and jean overalls. And all I had that day was like bottles of water. And I had barely eaten that day. I was riding home and could barely get back home because I was so like just drained. And I learned maybe like a few months later, people like, drink your electrolytes. Because all I had heard up until that point was drink water. Water does nothing for you when you're out there in that heat. You're losing all your electrolytes.
You know, there's something real simple that they used to do for us in boot camp was salt packets. A lot of people don't know you put salt packets on your food. The salt, you know, keeps the water in your body, and then that's so forth and so on. But yeah, there's a lot more into it than just take electrolytes or drink water. I mean, excuse me.
Yeah. You gotta add those electrolytes. So a cooler. That's the answer to your question.
I mean, I normally eat a few pickles, pause. But just saying, you know what I'm saying? But it actually
I have to be careful when I'm on the road what I eat. I'll be honest with you, and it's probably not necessarily a good thing. And I you know, granted we keep bringing the Marine Corps, but I would like to token that, you know, you didn't have to eat as much, because when you're on the road, I hate stopping at gas stations. I hate eating fast food. I hate doing anything that can temper, you know, the ride.
Yes.
Because Lord
I
knows,
feel like if you eat gas station food on a
once you're
ride,
on that highway,
it's
that's all
suicide.
she wrote.
So I don't eat gas station food. I get it. Like, yeah, I stopped at Buc-ee's. I stopped there just to see it because, you know, coming from Connecticut, I rode all the way out there to Tennessee and everything. Like, all right, let me just stop here, say I stopped here. But as far as eating gas station food, I don't care what nobody say. It ain't happening.
Now, Buc-ee's is a whole different ball game when it comes to gas station food. Buc-ee's is not gas station food. It is food.
Yeah, but they had like pulled pork. I don't eat pork. That when I went in there, they just had pulled pork. So
Yeah.
I know your comments probably like, he don't eat pork. But yeah, I don't eat pork.
The people that drive in the Buc-ee's parking lots are the people that I don't like, man. That's just asking to meet people and hang out and talk and, hey, what kind of bike do you got? Hey, how did you lose your leg? You know, my uncle's nephew's cousin's second removed nephew, he lost his leg riding a motorcycle too.
You know, that really bothers me when people at the get like random strangers walk up to you and tell you their horror stories on the motorcycle. Like, do you not see me on this thing? Like, why are you telling me your next story? Like, what is going on?
Nah, I just tell them like, but did you die? And they're like, no, I'm still here. All right then.
Yes, came in light snacks. My friend said light snacks.
That's what I do.
True.
Like peanuts, some crackers, you know, something. I can't do nothing too heavy. I get tired.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, we were lucky sometimes we would have moms and sisters that would take care of us on the road. So that was always cool. So what have been some of the most memorable rides and destinations that you've experienced?
Oklahoma is at the top of the list because that's the longest I have ridden. That was I stopped in Memphis and then ended out in Oklahoma. Oklahoma is memorable for me because that was the first place people recognized me off of YouTube. And it was like, people were like, Ro. All I heard was Ro. And I'm like, they can't be calling me. Nobody knows me out here. And I turned around, they're like, we follow you on YouTube. And I'm like, me? Like, people in Oklahoma know me? Like, what is going on? So that was memorable. My second memorable trip is when I did the civil rights tour. So I went through like Alabama, Mississippi, like all the southern states on my way down to Florida. And I got to see like different civil rights places, the slave museum, and that was really great. I have a lot of memorable trips, but those two are the ones that stand out the most.
I would say it's funny you said Oklahoma was your longest trip because Oklahoma was my longest trip solo. So and he would know that was a crazy trip. I don't even want to go in details on that trip. Oh my goodness. But yeah, it was definitely one of my longest trips. And I had it, like you said, the back roads. I went to was it Broken Bow? Yeah, Broken Bow, I think it's called. And they don't believe in street lights. I don't know why, but they don't believe in street lights out there for some reason. And deer, no. I got PTSD from the deer. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, yeah, nah. I need to get the road.
I rode to New Jersey. I have a fear of deer. Even like a deer crossing sign when I'm riding at night, I'm like, oh no. I literally will tense up when I deal with deer. I rode to New Jersey a couple years ago and I got there late. First, the deer was like literally, it was like packs of deer just standing on the side of the road in the back. On top of that, I forgot that in New Jersey, so mind you, I'm already tense because of the deer. So I stopped at a gas station and I forgot they pump your gas in New Jersey.
Right.
I'm sitting at the gas pump and I'm like, okay, let's breathe. I turn and there's this man standing right here over my shoulder. It's like a scene out of like The Hills Have Eyes. I promise you.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? This is not for me.
Right. Well, that leads me into a good question then. So, as a woman in the motorcycle community, what challenges have you faced and how have you overcame
them? None. If I had to answer that question, I have had no challenges. The worst thing that has happened is my bike cutting off on the highway. That's actually happened to me twice. But in both situations, I have educated myself. So I think me being a woman really doesn't change anything. I feel like I need to protect myself a little bit more on the road. and be way more alert on the road. But as far as experience challenges, not that many. Not that many.
Okay.
Well, how do you
So
hope that your journey has inspired other women?
How you say? How do I hope it inspires other
Yeah,
women?
how do you hope that it has inspired other women, your journey through this whole YouTube thing, and just giving people an eye into your life?
I think. Oh, that's a great question. See, you get me caught up just like my sister. Um, I think like I don't know, like it's not even just the motorcycle, it's just my outlook on life and
Mhm.
like the fact that I just want to be positive and I just want to just do good things. Like I want to be a good person. And I feel like I can do that through the motorcycle because when you see a woman on a motorcycle, I mean, it's like, wow, she rides, and then you get to know her and you like, oh man, like she actually has a good heart, a good spirit, a good
Right.
soul. And that's what I want to share with people is I mean, yes, get out there and ride, and it doesn't matter what you ride, but at the end of the day, like, I mean, it's all about the outlook on life and the fact that the motorcycle just helps you kind of take a break away from it. Like, if you're stressed, go ride. If you're sad, go ride. You know,
Mhm.
and I think that's what I want people to get out of it. And for women, it's just like we can do it too. And I think on that end, it's not the riding part of
Absolutely.
it; it's the working on your bike part of it. Because I always say I don't want to be a damsel in distress on the side of the road. I want to know how to fix my bike. I want to know how to do those small things. So when it comes to inspiring women, I want to educate them and tell them you can do it. It is
Mhm.
okay. It is not there. Like when it comes to fixing your bike, ain't no gender roles in that.
Right, right.
Like because
Mhm.
you just get it done. So that's
And
just how.
luckily, with things like YouTube now, and it's very easy to work on a bike and fix it and do stuff like yourself. Because
Yes.
I'm sitting here thinking, as you're saying that, that would be a very vulnerable situation to be in as a chick if you're stuck on the side of a highway on a bike. Because it's not like you're in a car. You're not, so people know, okay, obviously that's a chick standing on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, that would be rough.
And
That
it
would be a
comes
tough.
back to the protection point of it. It's like you have to be on guard because if I am on the side of the road, who's coming up to who's coming up to help me? I don't know who that would be.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I need to fix that thing real quick and get back on it,
Right
or
on.
have resources in place that can come get me real quick.
So well, since we're talking about modifications, fixing things on the side road, tell me how that you put a 21-inch rim on a Kawasaki tire on a Harley Davidson? Is that
I
what you did?
when it comes when it comes to this Harley, I'm so scared to touch it. Like I'll touch the all the stuff I did on the Vaquero, I'm scared of doing a Harley. I'm just
Mhm.
like, you know what? Let me just take a shot. But actually, the wheel. That's so funny you said that. um, the wheel, the hub was made for a Kawasaki. So I sent it back to the company, and I had them put the Harley hub on it, and then I put it on the bike.
Right on.
But the shop did that. So yeah,
Okay.
She said it'll buff.
Yeah, it'll be okay.
yeah.
So, what does riding mean to you on a personal level?
Hmm. Writing is freedom.
Right on.
Like when I tell you how much I've grown, I have grown so much since getting a bike. Like back, so I got my bike in 2019. When I first got my bike, it was pretty quiet, pretty reserved. I would go to places and just wouldn't say much. I was a fly on the wall. But then like with the motorcycle, I got out and I was like, I don't know, it's just empowering riding a bike. And then you're just doing things. You think about the fact that you're doing things that nobody else is doing.
Hmm.
Like on my day to day, I'm a teacher, right? So I'm a chemistry teacher. So I tell my kids all the time, I'm like, do y'all know what y'all are doing? Like, do you understand that you are doing stuff that other kids in this building cannot do? Some adults in this building cannot do. And that's almost like what it feels like riding a motorcycle. It's like I'm doing something that many people will tell you is scary to do. It's crazy to do. They would never do that, but I'm doing it. So I think that's what it means to me is I'm pushing myself to do something that I really enjoy.
Hmm. Cool. That's really cool. Right on. All right. Well, so next question would be it leads right into the next one would be
Let's
what
go.
uh what led you to start your YouTube channel then?
So I started it literally to document my journey. So it was COVID, and I think if COVID wouldn't have happened, I don't think I would be riding the way I do. Because that's when I really started doing my long distance trips. So I was like, let me just get a camera. And then I did like my first few videos, they sucked. Y'all go back and look at them, they sucked. And I just, I don't know, it kind of just blossomed. But honestly, to start, it was just to document my journey, and it still is to this day to document my journey.
Yeah. Do you ever feel like you've let people in too much? Like now that people have a an eye inside your world, they can just walk up. Like you're too just what's the word I'm looking for? You're too available.
That's a great question, and absolutely not, because I'm
Yeah.
very particular about what I put out there. Very particular.
Mm-hmm.
Like the people that know like the ins and outs are the people like that I talk to on the side. Like, and if we're talking about like on a YouTube basis, like people like Kelly B, like those are people that they have poured into me. They have talked to me. They've mentored me, and so they know what's going on. They know the ins and outs. But I don't always put everything online because again, I'm a woman and I'm riding out here by myself. I'm very
Yeah.
particular about what I put online. So I don't think that I put too much out there. I
Right on.
put out what I want to put out there. That was a good question. Okay, cut off.
Right on.
All right, so the next question I have for you would be, I know that you do performances on a big stage. So how does that tie into, you know, Ro on her YouTube channel? Is there a difference, or do they kind of like collide anyway?
So on my YouTube channel, I'm me. Like I'm not faking it. Like my personality, if you meet me online, is the same person you're gonna meet in person. When I'm on stage, I'm a different person. Like I get to play a different role. So for instance, I'm not trying to startle anybody, but I played this role last year, and her name was Lulu. Okay. And Lulu was a receptionist, and I would talk like this. So if we're on this show, we're going to get her done. We're gonna go ride those motorcycles and we're gonna get there. And that was the voice I had to carry the entire show. So it's like YouTube is me. The stage is like different characters. Like I guess just and then the YouTube is so like the YouTube, I get to channel my creative side and how I edit. And so it's in the background, and on the stage it's in the foreground of my like what I wanted, character building. So
Okay. And what was that? What was the recent project you was just on?
I just did Memphis the musical. I was actually ensemble for that, so I was a background singer. So I was like the main principal lead. She was like a blues singer in a underground underground club in the 50s, and I was one of her background singers. So it was good.
So I know you did a number while you was out there at Unleash the Peace too. I mean, I think we want to hear a number right now. If you could give us a little something.
You do now. Let me see. Now that you asked me, I can't even think of a song. Dang. Why would you? Okay. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Hey. I think I got chills just now. I had to get.
I'm gonna have to do another introduction after that one.
I had to get my show out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else got to see it in person. I had to get it.
Y'all are funny.
Hey.
And
That's what we here for,
today,
you know.
on Left Lane Bullies, we have the best singer, the winner of American Idol, riding with Ro.
Speak it, cut off. Speak it. Okay. We need that American Idol money.
Hey, I say go on it. Why not?
Look at me.
You're fucking with my damn DJ booth, and I don't know how to fix it.
You know what? We should have had your sister. I'm gonna say sister cousin because you call her your cousin inside the video. So sister cousin Gab, we should have had her singing number 2. Next time we'll get both y'all on so y'all can do a duet.
Yes.
We had y'all do some Dream Girls or something.
Gab is not cousin. Gab is my sister. I said that in the video. My bad. She is not my cousin. Yeah. Hands down.
Yeah, I was telling
have y'all seen some Dream Girls or something?
Yes. Yes.
Gab, if you happen to be watching, I was telling Ryan with Ro, you know, we'll have to get you back on for a real episode. Not that the first one wasn't, but I do feel bad that it's going to get way better. And you know, the first one was kind of, it looked like we did it in a basement.
And I told them it was good for a first time.
Yeah, living and learning, and we're gonna make it way better eventually. Like I said, when we get into a steady location, like a one spot actual studio, which is the end goal, you won't be able to tell me nothing.
Yeah.
This thing will be
We'll have
rock and rolling.
refreshments.
I can't wait to see where y'all are in a year. I'm gonna have to make an appointment to get on here. Y'all have to
Hey,
never that.
you're most welcome. Cut up trying to get me to cook on camera.
Dude, I'm telling you, it would
I'm
be
like,
great. Wouldn't it be
I don't
great? A
know
whole
that.
show you have, we're cooking, we're hanging out. Now,
Yeah.
so we had a homie that was cutting hair. Maybe don't need somebody cutting hair while people are cooking, whatever. We all raising the bricks. So to us, that was okay. You can do that. Nobody's gonna be mad at you. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You got your homie's hair in your food. Maybe his soul's worse. I don't know.
Yeah.
You
But
had
anyways,
hair in your food? I had bugs in my too. I had bugs in mine. I don't
That
know.
would be good though. A chat and chew, bikers and brew, something.
yeah. When I was in North Carolina, I always said if I ever came and opened a bar, there was a bar up there. It was called Triple B's, Beer, Bikes, and Babes. And I said if I opened a spot, that's what it would be called, Triple B's, Beer, Bikes, and Babes.
That's good. Triple B's. Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll see.
Triple B's. with
So-
the B's.
So go ahead.
So I know.
Go ahead,
hold up. I know we was talking about earlier. Was it the other day? I reached out to you on Instagram. 'Cause I seen that you was this. When I say she always on her bike working on something and figuring it out, diagnosing everything. Did you manage to get that taken care of?
Yes. So Hogworks does have a lifetime guarantee, and they abided by that lifetime guarantee. Actually, it was supposed to be delivered today, but FedEx got it being delivered tomorrow. So but it's not the entire light, it's just the light, just the yellow light. So I just got to take out 4 screws, put that thing in there. We'll be good.
Hey, as long as they took care of you, she was on it. She was on it. She found it instantly.
I wasn't playing. It was still bright with the one light, but I'm like, now I look like a one-eyed bandit, and I don't like that. So we had to get that fixed.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. You be the one I bandit for a while. You be all right. Well, I mean, I guess you kind of got jinxed when a certain someone said, "Thanks to my sister for having her bright lights."
Yes,
so,
you said that. And I was like, dang, it was when you left out, my light was flickering. It was flickering. I'm like, my light was bright. That joint was flickering.
I guess we should have knocked on wood on that one.
Right. That
I was
one
like,
light.
oh man.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that was good.
So I know people have asked you, you know, like in the comments, you know, where are you going to next? And you're saying you don't know. And I know you said later on that you wanted to try to go to the West. Is the West Coast a trip that you plan on possibly doing this year, or is that gonna be like a next year or the year after that? What do you think?
But the way my summer is looking, it might be next year. But it's so funny you asked me that. It's like you're in my head because my sister Fearless, her Instagram is She Rides. I'm gonna get her exact Instagram so y'all can go look her up. She Rides just finished. She just did the I-10 to the end. So she's from Georgia. She rode to Santa Monica, California, Santa Monica Pier in California. She stopped through Louisiana, on her way back to Jacksonville. And she finished the I-10 to the end, and now she's a part of the Iron Elite. And I just watched her interview after she came back, and I texted her and I was like, sis, I want to do California because of you, and I want her to be my mentor. So California is on my list. Before I saw her do it, and she did it solo. Before I saw her do it, I had told everybody. I literally had just told Gab in New Orleans. I was like, I don't want to do California by myself. And now, after I saw my sis Fearless, I'm like, maybe I should be fearless and go ahead and just go ahead and do it. So if I do it, it'll probably be next summer because my summer is packed.
I mean, I would say I've seen people like Just GQ. I've seen all his videos. Like this guy's been everywhere, and I would say that was one of my motivations to actually get out and start my YouTube channel and actually go and do solo trips. Because I remember he said, if you wait for someone else, you will miss all the experiences in life. And honestly, I was nervous to do that, but I do plan on doing a Cali trip as well. I want to do the I-10 to the end. We maybe want to do it. I think I seen Fire and Ice. I think I seen them do it, and they end up going to the Santa Monica Pier. So I was like, yo, that would be dope.
Yeah.
To go back to Cali. I was stationed out there for 3 years. So to be able to go back out there, and this time doing it from Connecticut all the way to California, I feel like it'll be an amazing trip.
Excuse me.
How do you prepare, like mentally, physically, spiritually, whichever? How do you prepare for long rides?
I hydrate a week in advance. I always try to get lots of sleep the week of, because usually the night of I can't sleep because I'm so excited. I always pack my bike the night before, and I can get all the stuff that's like at the forefront of my mind. And then when I wake up, I always forget something. So if I pack the morning I'm leaving, I'm going to forget something. So I pack the night before and I wake up, I remember, oh, I need to pack that too. I'm usually
do you overpack?
Yeah.
Tour pack. It's on the way. Thank you, Hogwarts. I'll be struggling.
I used to have this old crossbone. I would put my clothes in everybody else's bags. I have t-shirts in somebody's style bags, my underwear in their bag. My son, everything was in everybody's stuff, man. I didn't have nothing on old Springer.
The problem isn't packing from home. It's when I get there, I want to get everything. Like when I went to Unleash the Peace, I want to support everybody. So I'm buying all their merch and I got to get this back home. So
yeah.
So yeah, it's yeah.
That's how I feel about this. Wilson came here to Tennessee, to Nashville. We went to Moonshine Harley Davidson, and he's been convincing me to get a Road Glide 3. It's got the big trunk in the back, and I always say if I ever get tired, I can just pop my leg off and throw it in the back and keep pushing. I don't have to worry about it no more.
Oh my God!
Look, the reason why I'm talking him into it because he carried my trinket. I want to buy stuff. My Road Glide can't hold it.
Right.
The dark humor is killing me.
No, he really does have. He really does have a prosthetic.
Wow. But it's the dark humor behind it.
It's okay. It's good to be seen and not viewed.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Hey, brother, you always gonna be seen and viewed. All right.
So, do you have any upcoming long rides that you're gonna go on?
I'm going to Ohio with my sister, Fearless.
OPSEC, I guess. No, I should be asking too many questions.
Yeah, I'm going to Ohio. I'm not gonna tell you when, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right on.
But I am going to Ohio. I forgot the name of the road. Probably text her and ask her what it is, but it's a curvy road in Ohio we're gonna go do. As far as anything else, no, not really.
Once you know the name of that road, let me know. I might have to do a trip out there. I've been trying to find new locations. I guess I could tell my spoiler. I'll be doing a trip to Canada here in the next few weeks. So that should be interesting. In Canada is maybe 7 hours from me. So
it was 11 for me. Lucky you.
I mean, I don't pack a lot, so you know, my bike is always light and nimble. So when you go to
What you
Cali,
trying to say?
I
No,
don't
what you
overpack.
trying to say?
I don't overpack. So you gotta pack light. All right. So when you go to Cali,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
gotta make sure you packing light. I know, but it's different, and that's where it comes in at where I feel, you know, I got sisters, you know. I mean, one of my sisters, she don't do all the girlies. For the ones that do, you know, they always gotta have like the makeup. They always gotta have like 20 pairs of shoes and 20 hours. And I just be like, listen, we only going for a day. So
Listen to him. He ain't really seen no girls on the set. You know, them
listen,
chicks will ride 20 miles. They'll ride the 13 hours, 200 miles in that outfit they're gonna wear that night. Goddamn it, and their hair will still be immaculate. Stopping at every rest area to check.
hey, like I said, I hung out with a club when I was out there in Cali. You know, so I got to see how a few people.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna say their name. I ain't gonna say their name. You know, but they know who they are. You know, with them for a bit because one of my buddies was with them. But yeah, you know, just make sure when you doing that Cali trip, you know, I feel like because when you get out in Cali, have you ever been to Cali before? Like never. All right, I'm telling you, Cali is a different beast. The whole bike community, Cali is a whole different beast. You're gonna want to go to San Diego. You want to go to LA. You're gonna want to hit up Huntington Beach, which is a beautiful site because they have that big boardwalk out there. I would definitely recommend going to Huntington Beach. You can go to Vegas from right there. If you want to go up to Lake Tahoe, you can go to Lake Tahoe, which that is a great ride. So if you get a chance, definitely do it. My goal is to go to like the
Shout out to Bakersfield, Long Beach, Compton, all the boys. I know where you're at.
My goal is to go to Redwood Forest. So if you get a chance while you're out there to go up that way by San Fran, where the Redwoods is, I would say definitely go up there and ride through there as well.
So it sounds like I need to spend a few days in California.
Oh no, you're gonna spend about a good week or two. So
you can't do that if I do the I-10 to the end. I got a time crunch. You gotta get there and get.
Hey, you know, hey, so hey, jobs are going to be temporary sometimes. They can't.
That's funny.
I say, hey, make the most of your trip. You know, I seen who was it? I just watched Sensei. I just watched this video the other day, and he rode to Cali.
Yo,
I don't know.
When I tell you, I saw him on Friday, and then I woke up. Well, we went to the Harley on Saturday, and you know everybody's like, "Where's so and so? Where's so and so? Where's Sensei?" He was like, "Oh, Sensei headed to California," and I watched his video, and the title was like "Spontaneous Trip to California." I'm like, spontaneous indeed, because I thought he was gonna be there the entire week. He's California, like, wow, inspired. And then I mean, he's like, well, I got this many hours, and he's meeting people on the road, and just I'm like, yeah, Sensei, yeah. He's loving.
I'm gonna have to come to Virginia. I'm gonna have to come to Virginia and get a ride in with you and Gab, because I normally go to like Norfolk when I'm down there, so I'm either Norfolk or Virginia Beach. I'm always in those areas. Have you been like were you like, are you like Virginia born and raised, or do you come from?
I'm actually a military kid.
Okay,
bro.
Oh, you saw that video too? Yeah, see, spread a moment. Yeah, I'm a military kid, Army brat all day. But I moved every 3 years. So we got here when I was in 9th grade, 8th or 9th grade. So been here ever since. I actually moved to Indiana for school for 5 years and then came back.
Okay. You finished high school in Virginia?
High school in Virginia, yeah.
I finished in at Lake Taylor. So if we got any Lake Taylor heads out there, yeah, I'm a Lake Taylor alumni.
Lake Taylor, Virginia Beach?
We had one of the best football teams out there. We had one of the best football teams out there.
Wilson didn't play football.
I did play football actually, not for my high school, but I did play football.
I didn't.
My auntie on the laugh.
I wish I would have. My mom wouldn't let me. My mom, she said that I was too precious. Whatever that's supposed to mean.
But then he
So
joined.
tell me, we was Wilson showed me some videos. He sent me over some different clips so I could do my due diligence, my homework. Tell me about your the Peace Army ride.
Ride.
Yeah.
The Peace Army ride, man. Like I have no words. Like when I tell you, I just came off my high a couple of days ago, and I was there last weekend. Like it was like I can't even put a word to it. Like it's not like any event I've ever been to. It was like this dope all around. Like the people made it. The fact that we were there giving back made it. Like the ride across Lake Pontchartrain made it. It was just so good. Like that's what I've been telling everybody. They were like, "How was New Orleans?" It was just so good. And they look at me like, "What do you mean?" It was just so good. Like I just can't put it into words. Like it was just amazing. Just being around people. And I think that's what made it was like I met people that literally I have been following since I started YouTube. Like Kelly B, I've been following him since like maybe like 2 or 3 years. I don't know how long he's been on YouTube, but I know I've been following him for a while. And for us to meet was dope. TD 205, me and him, I think I followed him before he even had 500 subscribers. And we both had Kawasaki Vaqueros, like meeting them. It's just like, it was just a reunion. That's it. It's great.
I'm surprised you ain't get out there and try to challenge Trouble to a slow speed race.
Look now, I missed the slow speed. Because I was getting that road off of me. Okay, I had to get out there all sweaty and nasty, road grind. Had to go to the hotel room, but I missed it. But I did say I thought they was gonna do it at the cookout, but the rain kind of came in. But they were about to do slow roll when we did the cookout, and I was like, oh, I want to do slow roll so bad. I've never done a slow roll, but when I'm sitting in traffic, I practice it. So I'm like, I feel like I'm good enough to try it, but I'm also scared because everybody gonna have their cameras out. And like, what if I drop the bike? What if I put my phone? Like, I don't know. But when I'm in traffic, I be feeling like a champion.
It's all part of the game. Look, I'm gonna tell you a story. Anytime my bike that went down, I don't care. My bike went down. Maybe like what? Slow speed though. And it's always been on the right side for some reason. It's never the left side. So that leads me to my next question. Like, what do you think about people as far as like enhancing their riding skills? Do you think like they should practice? How often do you think someone should practice, or how, whether it's slow speed or U-turns? Because those are important, especially when you're out on the road, So
yeah. Hey, Southern Boys Ride. I practice what I preach, and I don't practice. So I'm not gonna preach. Y'all need to go practice. I mean, it's good to do, but it's not something that I do. I'm not gonna sit up here in front. When I was on the Vaquero, I went to the parking lot a couple of times. Since I've had the Harley, I have not been, and I've had it for a year. I've not been to a parking lot. I've not taken any advanced classes since I did my first one in 2019. I've not done anything special, but it is something that I do want to do because I want to get better at my slow speed. I can do a U-turn at a stoplight, but I know I can get better at doing a U-turn at a stoplight. So I know if I practice more, it would be a lot better. So yes, we should absolutely practice. Do I do it? No, but I'm gonna get better. That's that question.
I would say if Robert Simmons is on your live, hopefully, we gotta try to set up something and do a practice with him. We all ride down to Georgia and do a practice session.
Yeah, I watched Tiffany Renee's class, and I was like, when she dropped her bike, I was like, whew, okay. So Tiffany Renee did it. Okay, I will be okay. I'll be okay.
I mean, it happens. Because I feel like a lot of times riders, they feel they get nervous when they're around other riders that they feel are probably like at a higher level. But at the same time, you know, we're all human, so you do have like your human errors and stuff like that. So I get out and I practice. I mean, I've laid my bike down with practice before, and it is what it is. Like it's material. I can always like get it repainted over or whatever the case may be to get it looking brand new. But I feel like it is an important thing to do. I probably
You can always get a new leg too, apparently.
Well, I
Dark
can't.
humor, dark humor.
It'll just cost you $70,000.
Well, I mean, I can't. I mean, I got like chicken legs, so I don't think they make any that small. So
We'll stop it.
I like it's heavy. I got the legs.
That's not right.
So, but you know, I feel like practice is very important. So for anyone that's out there watching, you know, like definitely get your practice out whenever you can. I try to at least get it in whenever. Like this past ride I did, I want to say Sunday. Me and my friend, we rode up to a lot. She parked. I was over there doing figure eights around her. So, you know, so it's something that I feel is very important. You know what I'm saying? So if you get a chance, definitely do it. For the people that's viewing this, don't worry. We're going to get Ro out there practicing. I don't care if I got to ride to Virginia and record her practicing. We're going to get out there. We're going to practice together. And we going
to episode 15, practice runs. With Ro.
Practice with Ro. All right.
Yeah. Then y'all gonna have to challenge me to the slow roll. Okay. Just let's just get that up here.
I mean, if I challenge you,
tell SHAWIL, tell him all this talking he's doing, and he ain't done 1,000 miles in one day.
I did it when I went to Tennessee. Don't let him lie to you. Don't let him lie to you. I rode 12 hours to Tennessee, and I did over 1,000 miles. My trip was like what? 3,300 miles. Yeah. Solo. I mean, granted, I had to cut because my rim got bent from that pothole in Tennessee. All right. So Tennessee,
you know, in Tennessee, we're supposed to be doing this thing called pot for potholes, and it apparently is not working very well.
No, we didn't leave you, Southern boys. You still repping.
Look, you heard how she actually say Southern boys. Southern boys.
Well, so again, I'm glad that I have so many amazing questions that I've written down. Leads me into another one, community engagement. So let's talk about how you connect with your audience and your fellow riders. Obviously, I see that you're on live now, talking to them, hanging out. So is that been easy, like finding your niche and your community and within your own thing?
My subscriber friends are the best. They're cool.
Right.
Like I feel like I know them. Like every time they comment, I'm like, oh, I know you. I recognize the screen name, and I've run into a few of them. So as far as community engagement, live is not something that I do very often, but I would like to do it a little bit more, especially like when I'm working on my bike. I would like to do it. I did it one time, and that was pretty cool. People were in the comments like, do this, and like helping me out. Now, outside of YouTube, I am one of the organizers for the Virginia All-Female Ride. And that is where I meet a lot of my female subscribers. I've had a couple of them walk up to me and be like, hey, I watch your channel. You've inspired me. So that's really dope. But the Virginia All-Female Ride is actually something I'm very proud of. It was my brainchild in 2022. And I brought it up to my sister. And I was like, we were in a hotel room in Memphis. And I said, sis, I want to do an all-female ride. And she was like, I think it's going to be too much. And then 2 weeks later, she called me. She was like, let's do it. And so 2022, I had the idea. And then 2023 is when I brought it to my sister. And then 2024, we had our first one. We raised money for causes. So last year, we donated $3,000 to Transition Family Violence Services, which is a organization that gives support to domestic violence survivors. So as far as community engagement, like I like to kumbaya with them. And when I meet them, I think it's the in-person interaction. It's like, again, like at Unleash the Peace, it was like you meet people that you've seen on screen. It's just a whole different connection. So I just want to use my platform for good. I always want to keep it positive. I always want to keep it cute. So yeah, that's it.
So when you started your channel, did you want to have following? Was that more or less like where you were going when you started the whole thing, or you kind of didn't? For instance, the reason I'm asking that is for this. He asks all the time. I was like, I don't really. Oh, we need to make your own channel so that we can post videos and things of that nature. And to me, that's not really gonna ever be a thing. Like I'm not searching for followers or people to hop on this thing. I just want to talk to interesting people. I want their
Yeah.
stories to be put out there. So like how does that work when people just come up to you and start talking? They're like, "Oh, I saw you in this." Like that doesn't make you feel kind of like you're happy. You like that?
It's still weird.
Yeah.
It's still, and I mean weird in a good way. It's not like, oh my god, please don't do that. It's like, because that was never my goal. Like I don't even, when I started, and if you notice my uploads are not consistent. Because I've never been like, okay, I'm gonna upload. I need the views. I need the views. I need the views. It was just recently. I mean, my sister, my family, people close to me, they've been like, you need to get on this YouTube. Your videos are good. Your content is good. Your editing is good. And I'm just like, I'm not going to just put anything out there. If I'm not writing, I'm not going to fake the funk. I'm not going to just put some, it's just not like that. So I am now just recently starting to get some under my mind to get my YouTube up. But really, it's not to get more subscribers. I'm not about a numbers person. It's really just more people. I mean, at the end of the day, I see that I have a platform now. I see that people like what I'm saying and what I'm doing, and I humbly say that. So I just, yeah, I got goals. I got goals.
Absolutely.
So my question is if caveats off of that, do you think that you would probably like maybe in the future maybe put something together for like the youth, so that way the young girls can see that, hey, even we can do this, or are you planning on putting something together for the youth that's out there that see
That
you
would
guys out
be
there riding?
that is, honestly, it's never really crossed my mind to do youth specific events or giving back. I mean, I do that with my club, but as me as an individual, no, because I do it with my club. I really am just, I'm I mean, really any initiative, but the youth will be good. And plus, I work with kids, so it's like I pour into them on a daily basis. So it's almost like a afterthought to do anything outside hours with the youth. But that would actually be really good. That would really be really good.
Yeah. Especially little girls. I'm sure it would empower them to. I mean,
Yeah,
who am I to talk about little girls? I guess, but if
that is.
I imagine if I was a little chick, like seeing older chicks ride bikes would be cool or something. I don't know.
And it's so cool, like when you're riding your bike, it's happened to me 3 times, and I can count them because they're memorable. You're riding down the road and you see a car just like literally like just keep like they look like they're about to pass you, and then they just slow down, and you look over and it's a little kid waving at you. Like
Yep.
it's happened to me 3 times, and like it's so funny when I'm behind them and they'll get up in the seat and they'll wave. Like it's such a good feeling.
Yeah, especially when you see like a lot of these kids nowadays, they don't really have the guidance that we had coming up. So for them to see, especially little girls, like for them to see something but what they see on TV with like the musicians and stuff like that. Because I'm a father, I have a little girl,
Mm-hmm.
and we show
Hey,
her
Mom.
like actually show her videos of yours and like Gab. So like I show her those videos so that she can see that you don't have to be, what I'm saying, these girls that you see, these video vixens and stuff. You could be one of these girls that's actually, out here doing something, enjoying life. So I think what you guys are doing is actually amazing for, the youth that's coming up. And I
Thank you.
encourage all of your videos because it's not vulgar, it's not showing anything negative. You are putting something positive out there, because that right there is important, and that's something that I feel we need in this society nowadays. So like I said, I can only speak as a father with a daughter.
Yeah.
And I have 2 boys that I still show GQ videos to. I'm like, hey, look at this, and he's actually following me from his YouTube channel, which is that's really cool. So and they love the bike, and my daughter, she loves the bike and whatnot. She always wants to sit there and watch. So I show her, you guys' video. I'm like, look, you see this person? This is Rose. She's over here putting a headlight in. You can even do stuff like this. It's like what you can do is limitless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that in itself is amazing. So what you do is phenomenal. Keep doing it. Like your family say, keep doing it. And just like you, I fall into that where I will not post anything if it's going to contribute to society myself, you know what I'm saying? Or I'll post something cool so other people can see, because it's not a lot of people up here in Connecticut that's riding and YouTube that I've seen. So for me to show YouTube, that, hey, up here has some stuff, I'm in the Maine and stuff like that. It's stuff up here. So I can definitely, you know what I'm saying, feel what you're saying about as far as like posting as well. So yeah.
Well, I appreciate that.
Keep doing it. Keep doing what you're doing.
Well, we're at 7:56. Is there anything riding with Rose that you would like to say or ask us before I do my final goodbye?
Is this where I do my
It's never goodbye, it's later.
It's never goodbye. See you later. You're right. Whatever. Yeah. If you would like to plug in your things now, we can. If you had any questions for us, you can ask. There's still a few minutes. So yeah, but yeah, if you want anything that you got going on, plug yourself. Do anything, any new rides, any new episodes, all that good stuff.
Okay.
Let everybody hear it.
Hi, if you've been up here the entire time. My name is Ro, and I have a YouTube channel, Riding with Ro. My Instagram handle is lyrical with a Q, lyrical rider, spelled normally. No underscores, no dots, no nothing, just lyrical rider. And I actually just dropped a video 2 hours ago. It's part 2 to the Unleash the Peace ride. So it's like the aftermath of the actual ride itself. That was a good time. So yeah, I'm just here for good vibes and positivity and love and motorcycles.
and you know what? We do have I just want to let everyone out there watching, we do have a special guest for episode 3 that honestly, I don't think y'all want to miss it. I don't know if KUTT want to tell you guys about it. You can ask Ro, but honestly, she don't know. She don't know. Even she said, hey, hey, look, I told her, look, you don't want to miss it. And she's in, but I don't know, KUTT, do you want to tell them who it is?
Yeah, I might tell them after we do this. Let me wrap this up real quick. Before we wrap it up, I just want to thank Riding with Ro for rolling through, keeping it real with us today. Every mile she rides tells a story. And stories like her reminds us that this road is bigger than chrome and pavement. It's about heart. It's about hustle. It's about healing. To all the listeners, keep chasing the road that calls your name. Keep building memories worth the miles. And remember, every mile is a memory. Every voice is a legacy. Bless the one you ride in. Peace and love.
All right. Hey, that wraps it up. And just be on the standby for our next guest. All right. Because you don't want to miss it. And also in the description, we also have Riding with Ro's links to her social media, her YouTube, her Instagram. We have KUTT's TikTok, and we have your boy SHAWIL Glide, YouTube, Instagram. I didn't put a TikTok in there, but I'll do it next time. Don't worry about it. But hey, remember, keep them tools down, and we out.
Good night.